What if the drinks you thought were safe, maybe even healthy, were actually raising your blood sugar without you realizing it? And what if a few simple everyday drinks could quietly lower your A1C, improve insulin sensitivity, and even protect your nerves and kidneys, just by sipping them the right way? In this video, we're revealing the most powerful and surprising top 11 drinks for diabetics. Some are ancient remedies, others are right in your kitchen, but all of them are backed by science. So stay with me, hit that subscribe button, and tell me, where are you watching? Drop your country name. You don't want to miss what's coming. Number 1, water. What if the reason your blood sugar stays high isn't what you're eating, but what you're not drinking? When blood sugar rises, your kidneys jump into action, trying to flush out the excess glucose through urine. But here's what most people miss. For every gram of glucose excreted, you lose about 15 grams of water. That quickly adds up. Even mild dehydration, just 1% to 2% loss of body water, can cause blood sugar to appear 10% to 15% higher due to concentration. It also increases insulin resistance and slows glucose clearance from the bloodstream. One research study found that people drinking less than 34 ounces of water per day had a 28% higher risk of developing chronic hyperglycemia. Why? Dehydration disrupts how insulin binds to its receptors and increases inflammatory hormones, worsening blood sugar control. Proper hydration protects your kidneys, which filter nearly 50 gallons of blood daily. Water reduces the risk of protein leakage, elevated creatinine, and diabetic nephropathy. It also supports your nerves. Dehydration can shrink nerve endings, worsening neuropathic pain, tingling, and numbness. Water even helps with appetite control. Drinking 16 ounces of water before meals was shown to reduce calorie intake by up to 13% and improve insulin sensitivity, which directly supports A1C reduction. Did you know that before insulin was discovered, doctors in the early 1900s treated diabetes with strict diets and water? Lots of water. So how much should you drink? A simple rule: half your body weight in ounces per day. For a 160-pound person, that's 80 ounces or about 10 cups daily, roughly 60% of the daily fluid intake recommendation for adults. Stick to plain water with lemon or mint if needed. Your kidneys, nerves, and blood sugar will thank you. So water can flush out sugar and protect your kidneys. But what if there is a drink that doesn't just support insulin, but actually helps your cells use it better? This next one might surprise you. It's been hiding in your kitchen all along. Number 2, green tea. Green tea isn't just a low-calorie drink. It's a metabolic game changer for people with diabetes. One 8-ounce cup contains 0 carbs, 0 sugar, and only 2 calories. But what it does contain is a powerhouse compound called EGCG, epigallocatechin gallate. This antioxidant doesn't just fight free radicals, it actively helps reduce insulin resistance and improves how your body uses glucose. In one research study, diabetics who drank green tea daily saw up to a 15% reduction in fasting blood glucose after just 12 weeks. That's a direct effect on blood sugar, not a secondary benefit. Green tea also protects your pancreatic beta cells, the very cells that produce insulin. It reduces oxidative stress and inflammation, helping preserve their function. This is especially crucial if you've been dealing with elevated A1C for a while. One cup also delivers around 30 to 50 milligrams of caffeine, which boosts metabolism and improves fat oxidation. This can lead to 3% to 5% more calories burned daily, supporting weight management, a huge factor in insulin sensitivity. For best results, drink 2 to 3 cups per day, preferably without milk or sweeteners. If you're caffeine sensitive, go for decaf green tea, which still retains most of the EGCG benefits. And here's a final tip: drink it between meals, not with them. Green tea can slightly inhibit iron absorption, so spacing it out ensures you get the full antioxidant benefit without interfering with nutrients. Fun fact: green tea dates back over 4,000 years in China and was once reserved for royalty. Samurai warriors in Japan drank it before battle, believing it sharpened the mind and calmed the nerves, a belief modern science now supports for blood sugar regulation. Green tea may boost your metabolism, But what if there's a warm, spicy drink that mimics insulin itself, helping lower your blood sugar after meals, even without changing your diet? Let's talk about a sweet-smelling powerhouse you didn't see coming. Number 3, cinnamon tea. Cinnamon tea isn't just a cozy, sweet-smelling drink. It's a potent metabolic tool for people with diabetes. The real magic lies in a compound called cinnamaldehyde, which mimics insulin and helps glucose enter your cells more efficiently. In fact, research shows cinnamon can reduce fasting blood sugar levels by up to 10% to 29% in people with type 2 diabetes. A warm cup of cinnamon tea, made from either Ceylon or cassia cinnamon sticks, contains 0 grams of carbs, 0 sugar, and only 2 to 3 calories, making it completely blood sugar neutral. But its real power goes deeper. Cinnamon improves insulin sensitivity by acting directly on insulin receptors, helping your body respond more efficiently to its own insulin. It also slows down the breakdown of carbohydrates in your digestive system, reducing post-meal glucose spikes by 20% to 25%. Even more impressive, it lowers HbA1c over time. One study found consistent cinnamon intake helped reduce A1C by 0.5% to 1%, especially when paired with a balanced diet. Did you know, in ancient Egypt, cinnamon was so valuable it was used as currency? Over 2,000 years ago, Roman historian Pliny the Elder wrote that cinnamon was worth 15 times more than silver. And today it's valued again for helping lower blood sugar naturally. To make cinnamon tea, steep 1 3-inch stick or 1/2 teaspoon of ground cinnamon in 8 ounces of hot water for 10 to 15 minutes. Drink 1 to 2 cups per day, ideally before meals. Avoid adding sugar. If needed, a splash of lemon or stevia can enhance the flavor. Stick to Ceylon cinnamon if possible. It's lower in coumarin, a compound that can stress the liver when consumed in high doses over time. Number 4, apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar might smell strong, but don't let that fool you. It's one of the most powerful natural tools diabetics can use to support blood sugar control. The secret? Acetic acid, the active compound in apple cider vinegar, which slows down carbohydrate digestion and enhances your cell's ability to absorb glucose. When taken before high-carb meals, apple cider vinegar can reduce post-meal blood sugar spikes by up to 31%. It also improves insulin sensitivity by 19% to 34%, especially in people with insulin resistance or prediabetes. That means your body can use insulin more efficiently, keeping your glucose levels steady for longer. A typical blood sugar-friendly drink involves 1 tablespoon, 0.5 ounces, of raw, unfiltered apple cider vinegar mixed into 8 ounces of water. Drink it 15 to 20 minutes before your largest meal of the day. You can add a dash of cinnamon or a few drops of stevia to mellow the flavor, but skip the honey or sugar. What about A1C? One study showed that taking apple cider vinegar daily before bedtime helped reduce fasting blood sugar levels by 4% to 6% in just a few weeks. Just one caution, never drink it straight. Undiluted apple cider vinegar can erode tooth enamel and irritate your throat. Always mix it with water and consider using a straw to protect your teeth. Aim for no more than 2 tablespoons, 1 ounce per day, and always choose the raw, organic version with the mother for maximum probiotic and enzyme benefits. Number 5, black coffee. Black coffee may seem simple, but for diabetics, it's far more than just a caffeine boost. It's a metabolic enhancer. When consumed in moderation and without sugar, coffee can significantly improve insulin sensitivity, reduce inflammation, and support fat metabolism, all of which play major roles in blood sugar control. An 8-ounce cup of plain black coffee contains 0 grams of carbs, 0 sugar, and only 1 to 2 calories, making it one of the most blood sugar-friendly drinks out there. But it also contains chlorogenic acids, powerful plant compounds that slow glucose absorption in the gut and reduce the spike in blood sugar after meals by up to 20%. Research has shown that regular coffee drinkers have a 23% to 50% lower risk of developing type 2 diabetes over time, especially when the coffee is consumed without creamers or sweeteners. Caffeine also plays a role. 1 cup has about 95 milligrams, which boosts metabolism and supports weight management. But if you're very sensitive to caffeine, it may temporarily raise blood sugar due to increased adrenaline, so monitor your response. For best results, limit yourself to 2 to 3 cups per day and always drink it without sugar, cream, or flavored syrups. If you prefer a smoother flavor, a splash of unsweetened almond or oat milk can work, but keep it under 2 tablespoons to avoid extra carbs. Black coffee is more than a morning ritual. It's a smart, calorie-free weapon for better glucose control. Number 6, fenugreek water. Fenugreek water might just be one of the most underrated natural drinks for diabetics. Made by soaking fenugreek seeds, also called methi, in water overnight, this golden liquid helps reduce blood sugar, improve insulin sensitivity, and support digestion, all in one go. The key compound in fenugreek is 4-hydroxyisoleucine, a unique amino acid that stimulates the pancreas to produce more insulin while also making your cells more responsive to it. Research shows that drinking fenugreek water daily can reduce fasting blood sugar by 10% to 25%, and long-term use can lower A1C by 0.5% to 1.2%, a clinically meaningful improvement. To make it, soak 1 tablespoon, about 10 grams, of raw fenugreek seeds in 8 ounces of water overnight. In the morning, drink the water on an empty stomach. You can chew the softened seeds for extra fiber, or strain them out if preferred. The taste is slightly bitter, but it's worth it. Fenugreek is also rich in soluble fiber, about 2.7 grams per tablespoon, which is 11% of your daily value. That fiber forms a gel-like substance in your gut, slowing down carbohydrate absorption and reducing post-meal blood sugar spikes by up to 30%. It also helps curb appetite, support cholesterol balance, and ease constipation. Common issues in diabetics. Just be mindful if you're on insulin or glucose-lowering meds. Fenugreek may amplify their effects, so check your levels regularly. This ancient remedy is now a modern blood sugar ally. Simple, powerful, and 100% natural. Number 7, vegetable juice. Vegetable juice isn't just a diet trend. It's a concentrated dose of vitamins, minerals, and plant compounds that can support stable blood sugar, reduce inflammation, and boost nutrient absorption for people with diabetes. But the key is making it right. Low sugar, high fiber, and green heavy. A typical homemade vegetable juice made with 1 cup spinach, 1 medium cucumber, 1 stalk celery, 1/4 lemon, and a small 1-inch piece of ginger delivers around 35 to 50 calories, 8 grams of carbs, and 2 to 3 grams of fiber. That's 8% to 12% of your daily value for fiber, helping slow glucose absorption and reduce blood sugar spikes. Vegetables like spinach and cucumber are rich in magnesium and potassium, which support insulin sensitivity and help regulate blood pressure. 2 critical factors for diabetic health. The nitrates in leafy greens may also improve endothelial function and lower fasting glucose by 10% to 15% in some studies. Adding a little lemon provides 15% of your daily value of vitamin C, a powerful antioxidant that protects blood vessels and supports immune function. Ginger adds anti-inflammatory benefits and may enhance insulin signaling at the cellular level. Avoid adding high-sugar veggies like carrots or beets in excess, and skip fruits entirely to keep glycemic load low. Drink 4 to 6 ounces per serving, ideally between meals to avoid post-meal glucose stacking. When made right, vegetable juice is like liquid medicine, refreshing, alkalizing, and blood sugar friendly. Number 8, aloe vera juice. Aloe vera juice isn't just for skin or digestion. It may also help lower blood sugar, reduce inflammation, and protect the very organs diabetes often damages. The gel inside aloe leaves contains glucomannan, a soluble fiber that slows glucose absorption and helps reduce insulin resistance. In fact, studies show that daily aloe vera intake can reduce fasting blood sugar by 15% to 30% in people with type 2 diabetes, often within just a few weeks. 1 cup, 8 ounces of unsweetened aloe vera juice contains only 4 to 8 calories, 0 grams of sugar, and about 1 gram of fiber, making it safe for blood sugar and digestion. But the magic lies in the plant compounds, chromones, anthraquinones, and lectins, which have shown to support pancreatic beta cells, reduce oxidative stress, and lower triglycerides and LDL cholesterol by 10% to 20% over time. To prepare it at home, scrape out 2 tablespoons, about 1 ounce, of fresh aloe gel from the inner leaf, not the outer yellow part. It contains latex and can irritate the gut. Blend it with 8 ounces of water and drink it on an empty stomach or 30 minutes before meals. Stick to no more than 2 ounces of raw gel or 8 ounces of juice per day, and always choose organic, unsweetened versions without additives or artificial flavorings. Aloe vera juice, when used wisely, can be a refreshing and powerful ally in your diabetes toolkit, supporting blood sugar, digestion, and cellular health from the inside out. Number 9, coconut water. Coconut water may seem like the perfect natural drink, but for diabetics, it's all about balance. Fresh coconut water is rich in potassium, magnesium, manganese, and antioxidants, which help regulate blood pressure, reduce inflammation, and support nerve and muscle function. But here's the catch. It also contains natural sugars, which means portion control is everything. An 8-ounce glass of fresh coconut water contains around 9 grams of natural sugar, 15 grams of total carbohydrates, and about 45 calories. That's about 5% of your daily value for carbs if you're targeting 300 grams per day. While it's still lower than fruit juice, it's not entirely carb-free, so diabetics need to sip with awareness. The good news? Coconut water has a low glycemic index, around 35 to 40, meaning it raises blood sugar more slowly than sodas or sweetened drinks. Plus, the high potassium content, about 600 milligrams per 8 ounces, 13% daily value, supports insulin sensitivity and helps counteract sodium-related blood pressure spikes, which is a common concern in diabetes. For best results, limit yourself to 4 to 6 ounces per serving and make sure it's fresh, unsweetened, and not from concentrate. Avoid flavored or bottled versions that often sneak in added sugars. A small glass of coconut water can be a refreshing, electrolyte-rich choice post-exercise or during hot weather, but it should be treated as a carb-containing drink, not a freebie. Use it wisely and it can support hydration without sabotaging your glucose control. Number 10, berry-infused water. Berry-infused water might look fancy, but for diabetics, it's a powerful way to hydrate without adding sugar, calories, or carbs. Infusing water with berries like blueberries, raspberries, or strawberries doesn't significantly raise your glucose because you're extracting antioxidants and flavor, not the full sugar content of the fruit. A glass of berry-infused water, made with 4 to 5 sliced strawberries or a handful, about 1/4 cup, of blueberries and 16 ounces of water, contains less than 1 gram of sugar and under 5 calories. That's virtually 0% of your daily value for carbs, making it one of the safest flavored drinks for blood sugar. But it's not just about taste. Berries are loaded with anthocyanins, powerful plant compounds shown to improve insulin sensitivity, reduce oxidative stress, and lower post-meal glucose spikes by 10% to 20%. Even when infused in water, trace amounts of these polyphenols leach out and still offer health benefits. The best part? It encourages consistent hydration, which is critical for kidney support, nerve health, and blood sugar stability in diabetics. You can refill your berry water 2 to 3 times before replacing the fruit, getting both value and flavor all day long. Add a few mint leaves, lemon slices, or cucumber to elevate the taste without adding sugar. Just skip bottled, flavored waters with hidden sweeteners. Berry-infused water is more than a pretty detox trend. It's functional hydration that supports diabetic health, one sip at a time. Number 11, unsweetened almond milk. Unsweetened almond milk isn't just a trendy dairy substitute. It's one of the most blood sugar-friendly beverages diabetics can add to their diet. A 1-cup serving, 8 ounces of unsweetened almond milk contains just 30 to 40 calories, 0 grams of sugar, and 1 to 2 grams of carbohydrates. That's less than 1% of your daily value for carbs if you're aiming for a 300-gram limit. But the benefits go beyond numbers. Almond milk is often fortified with calcium, up to 45% DV, vitamin D, 25% DV, and vitamin E, 50% DV, nutrients that support bone strength, immune function, and antioxidant defense, all of which are crucial for people with diabetes. It also contains healthy fats, especially if labeled made with real almonds. These fats support satiety, reduce post-meal glucose spikes, and may help improve insulin sensitivity. Compared to dairy milk, which has 12 grams of sugar per cup from lactose, unsweetened almond milk is virtually sugar-free, making it an excellent option for smoothies, coffee, or even cooking. And because it's low in protein and carbs, it won't interfere with blood sugar if consumed with meals. Just be sure to choose brands that say unsweetened. Some original versions contain 5 to 7 grams of added sugar. Creamy, versatile, and gentle on glucose, unsweetened almond milk isn't just safe for diabetics, it's smart. Use it as a base, not a beverage filler, and your pancreas will thank you. Final thought. Managing diabetes isn't just about cutting out sugar. It's about adding the right things back in. And the drinks you choose every day can either feed the problem or become part of the solution. From water that flushes out excess glucose, to teas, infused waters, and plant-based milks that actively support your insulin and metabolism. These aren't just beverages. They're tools. They're medicine. They're your edge. So now it's your turn. Which of these drinks will you try first? Drop it in the comments, give this video a like, and don't forget to subscribe. Let's take control of diabetes, one sip at a time.